What's going on, chess lover? This is Maurice Bishop, and today I want to share with y'all on how to improve your in-game chess for real, y'all. Um, if y'all have the in-game knowledge, man, you can win a lot more end games and tournaments, and even in online chess as well. So, first of all, y'all, I want to show y'all this first position is actually black to move. Now, look, if I need to pause this video, pause this video. I want y'all to look at the whole position. Even if y'all beginners and don't know endgames that well, don't have endgame knowledge, just look at the position. Just see what is black's best move. I'm not gonna and in this video, I'm not gonna tell you if there's any tactics. I'm not gonna tell you if it's a mate. I'm not gonna tell you if it's a draw position. I'm not gonna tell you none of that. I want to really get y'all in the mood of really looking at these positions as if y'all was actually in a tournament, and I want y'all to really like think on this as if y'all actually in this tournament and you're playing black and you're really trying to find the best move. So if you need to pause the video, pause the video. I'll give y'all 5 seconds. All right, y'all. I hope y'all took the time to really look at this position. Obviously, it's black's move. Um, yes, this position is a draw position, but and this is real life, an end game position. Not from my position, but from another Grandmaster game. Um, King C6 is actually the best move. The reason why A6, if y'all was thinking of A6, this would be wrong. And I'm gonna tell you why this is wrong. Because of King A6, you invite the king to come to C7. After, obviously the king can't go A5 because of the bishop, can't go B6 because of the king. So you have to go back to A7, right? So after king goes to A7, you got bishop C5 check. After king A6, then white goes king C6, right? So if king goes to A5, then this is when we have the move bishop E3. So if and this is depending on the situation, well, it really don't matter because black pretty much loses right here. And you're probably like, what? He loses? Yes, he loses. After bishop e3, it doesn't matter what black does. If let's say that for instance, if the king decides to go to a6, we have bishop b6. As you look at this position, the king can't go anywhere. Can't go a7 because this bishop. Can't go a5 because of this bishop. Definitely can't go b7 because this king is right here. So black has nowhere to go. He's trapped. And usually this would be normally like a stalemate, but it's not a stalemate because he has the move to make. He has this move, b4. So if b4 comes here, then A catches b4. And again, it's not a stalemate because he still has this pawn move, a3, e5. And it's the same thing that works even if he decides to go b4. If he goes b4, then we have bishop b6 check. Again, same position, king a6, A catches b4, and if a3, b5 is checkmate. Crazy, right? So that's the reason why king a6 loses. So if you go back to the position, king c6 is actually the best move. Why is king c6 the best move? Well, because I'm about to show y'all why. Let's say king d8, king d5, c5, king c4. Let's say king d6, and I don't know, y'all. Like um, I don't know, maybe king d4 or whatever. It doesn't really matter at all where black or white goes to. After king c6, king d5, he may go maybe king b6, or I mean king b7, which actually would be the I'm sorry, not king b7, but maybe king b6. If it goes king d5, you got king catches b5. It's king e6, king catches a4, and D7, B5, C8, maybe bishop C5, king C7. It doesn't really matter in this position. The whole concept of what black is doing, he needs a draw, pretty much. That's all he does. He needs a draw. The whole point is what black is doing. The move that he made was provoking white to take the pawn, and because of that, the king is now on b7 square. And once you get this king to the corner, this is automatically a draw. Now, if I the tables could turn if it was if white had a dark square bishop and a light square bishop, then yeah, that could be a different story. But in this position, it's not because he only has a dark square bishop and a pawn on a3, which is already on a corner, and this is a done deal. So and this will pretty much be a draw. And y'all can actually do this on your own. Y'all can try this even with a computer. You're gonna automatically get the same situation. It's gonna be a draw. Even if you go a4, five, king b8, you can go here if you want to. It doesn't matter. King a8, c5, king b8. This is all black is gonna do. A8, b8. This is all he's gonna do. A8. If you go here, king b7, you can go a5 if you want to, king a8, king a6, and this is a stalemate after that. There's nothing that black can do. Can't move anywhere. It's stalemate. So yeah, definitely look at the position. Um, y'all could go over it to yourself, but the best move is king c6. I literally try every single position or almost pretty much every position that black can do to try to see if I can do something. But black is gonna automatically get the draw. White can't. I mean, I was trying to see if white can like win his game, and it doesn't happen at all. So I just played a few moves and the reason I did it because it's like if you keep the king close to this square, close to this a7 and b7 square, get the white king to and the thing is, even if white decides not to take the black pawns and stuff, you're just gonna keep making moves after moves, pretty much. That's pretty much all you're gonna do. It's gonna be a draw, regardless of how y'all play it out. It's gonna be a draw. But like I said, the only way it wouldn't be a draw is if you went to king a6. If black goes king a6 first, and if you did that, then white definitely gonna win the game. All right, let's go to the next one real quick. Now, this is more of a theoretical position. This is y'all can play this with a computer. There's gonna be a lot of other moves that y'all can do, but I at least want to give y'all some techniques with this. But I want y'all to look at this position again, or this position. And if y'all need to pause the video. I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds. It's actually black to move in this position. So again, I'm not gonna tell y'all if it's a win, draw, mate. I'm not gonna tell y'all none of that. So y'all gotta figure it out. So play this like y'all was playing the tournament. It's black to move and play. What is the move that you will play for black? I'll give you 5 seconds. If you need to pause the video, pause the video. All right, guys. If y'all thought about King E8 because y'all was trying to stop him from mating you, I like the thought of that, but this loses. After King E8, Rook A7 comes into play, and then after maybe Rook F2, the whole point of Rook F2, this I want to give you a whole reason of every move. The whole point of Rook F2 is if White goes away, then the Rook can capture the point, right? That's the object of that. But it's kind of like a waiting move. But white will have rook a8 check. He will have to go king d7 and then rook f8, right? So in this position, black pretty much want to cut off the king. If the king comes here, he's all black want to do is try to get a draw. He's either going to keep checking him here or he's going to keep checking him there on this rank. That's the whole purpose of it. The whole purpose of Rook F8 is to get the king away from our space. He can't go E7, D5, can't go nowhere. So this is the whole point of Rook F8. All right. So after Rook F8, Black may goes King D6, and the whole point of King D6 is again Black doesn't want the king that gets to e. He doesn't want the king to go to e7 or d. He want to keep blocking white, in a position, right? That's the whole point. So then rook d8 comes into play. So now black has a choice of whether maybe c5 or c7, things like that. He can't go d4 or any other place or whatever. So now, um, I mean, it doesn't matter which way he goes. We'll try c7, right? We'll do c7. So now white can go rook d4. So now black is literally two ranks over, two ranks or two ranks away from this king and his pawn, and his rook is actually blocking it. So now black has to figure out a way of, okay, well, if he keep going to different ranks, I'm gonna keep checking him or whatever. So this is what black's plan is. So black may go f1 again. He doesn't want him to go, or black wants white to go to king f7 so that he could take this pawn, but that's not going to happen. So white has another opposition where he could just go king g6. Black may go rook g1 and then king f7. And then if rook f1 again, then f6 comes in. And then again, it makes it hard for black to even get to these squares or whatever because this rook is in the way, right? So then if rook e1 and king g8, of course he'll check him, king f8, and then maybe rook a1, which it's just really not going to matter because of this rook is really taking them away. After f7, this is pretty much yeah, man, this is pretty much like a done deal after this. And the only thing black can do is do this, rook f1. So if he comes here, this is black's plan. He just want to keep checking him, right? He comes here, he'll go rook f1, g7, rook g1 or rook g1. He'll come here, f1, g5. I'm sorry, not g5. My bad, y'all. I'm about to lose the game. About to lose the game over here. Who move is it? King f6. Yeah, so he'll come here, g6, and then if he keeps checking him, then that's when king f5 comes into play. Y'all see what I just did there? It was kind of like a ladder. Y'all see what I'm saying? So even if he comes to rook f1 again, then he have rook f4. So it doesn't matter what black do at this moment right now, because now he's just gonna win. So it doesn't matter where black goes, he's gonna get a queen either way. So this is stuff that y'all just need to remember of how to play this open. But the whole point, the whole concept is getting the rook over and getting this king over the second rank like that. Or at least, I mean, if you could get the king over, um, if you get the king where he can not come to both ranks or whatever, that'll just be awesome. And as you just see, that just made life a lot easier when you do that. So y'all can actually play around with this end game. Um, but yeah, but that's what happens if. Let me go back, y'all. But that's what happens if black goes to king eight. But the correct move is actually king g8. And the reason why this is the best move king g8 because if rook d8, king h7, if um let's say I don't know king e7, you got king g7, and if you decide to go um I don't know like rook f8, you got rook e1 check. And it's going to be difficult for the white to really promote this. And as you can see, this right here is a blunder, as you can see, because now the white king has to move. He automatically loses his rook, as you can see. So, yeah, guys. So let's go back. All right, check. So we already did the 8-7. Um, and let's say white trying to really like do some like really strong moves. Maybe like um I don't know. Let's say rook d4. Let's say he tried to do that rook d4. This is not gonna work because after king g8, it as you can see, like it's gonna be very very hard to even get up here. Even with king e7, it doesn't matter. He'll lose his pawn right here, so you can't do that, right? Even if you decide to go king e6, rook e1 will still be the play. And if you go king f6, rook f1, there's no way white can improve on it, especially with this king. And you can check the king all you want with that check. He could go king f7. Oh, I'm sorry. He still can't go there because he loses his pawn. See, you see what I mean? Though white can't win this game. White will not win this game. So that's the point that I'm making to y'all. It just won't win. And then you got king g7. It's not like white could push his pawn because the rook can actually take that pawn. It's just not gonna work. So, like I said, y'all could try that on your own and everything. Y'all could like just practice it. I always say practice with a computer. You practice, even though the computer's a lot stronger and they may find some other moves, but practice with the computer and everything. And the more you do it, the more you just get better at it. I always like when I practice with it, I like to put the level at the highest so that I know that I'm really trying to play like my best moves and everything, and that's how I like to play my end game. So this is the best way to really get your end games up. All right. I give y'all one last one. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the last one. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing more end games because I really want y'all. Like I know I give y'all openings and middle game tactics, all that stuff. But without end game knowledge, man, you're not gonna be a successful chess player, man. So that's why I'm giving you all these end games and everything. So I know a lot of it seems like maybe difficult and hard, but y'all need to know this. And the more you keep practicing your end games, I know a lot of y'all say end games are boring, but the more you keep practicing your end games, the more you're going to get better. The more you'll be sufficient. Even when y'all playing tournaments and everything, a lot of the times y'all gonna be having end games. At least you'll know exactly what to do. So look at this position right here. In this position is actually white to move. So look at the position, look it over, look at every position. Look at the king. Just look at it. It's white to move. What will be your best move for white? And I want y'all to ask yourself why this will be the best move for white. You gotta ask yourself these questions. Why would this be the best move? So I'll give y'all 5 seconds to think this over. And if y'all need to pause the video, pause the video. I want y'all to really think, man, and treat this as if this is your position and you're actually at a tournament. The more you keep doing this repetitive every single time, repetitive or whatever, it's going to strengthen your mind, it's going to strengthen your brain. And once you get the certain the concept and everything, the theory of these end games and everything, and really know the techniques and everything, and what squares to find, y'all going to become better, better, and better every single time once you keep studying this. So that's why I'm gonna keep giving y'all more end game stuff, man. So find the best move, y'all. White to move. All right, y'all. If y'all found this move, congratulations to y'all. The best move in this position was King G3. Why King G3 is the best move? All right, so y'all gotta look at this. So when y'all look at this position, y'all have to know that the king can't go G6 because the rook is here and the bishop on G6 is covering that square, right? The king can't go H4 because the king is here. So obviously, y'all gotta think to yourself like, man, if I'm covering that much squares, maybe I can mate him or whatever. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta think like that. So now it's like, okay, so how can I mate him in this position? You know? So the best move is King G3. Why King G3? Because if let's say Black didn't know what was going on, let's say he go A3. H3 is unstoppable. And y'all probably like, H3 is unstoppable. He could just take. Yes, he could take it. But after Bishop D1 check, buddy, look at this again. Can't go here, right? Can't go G6. He only has one square, right? G5, right? King G5, F4, which is check. And then after King F5, then Bishop G4 checkmate. Crazy, huh? Pretty crazy, right? Right. So, and I actually, in the crazy part, y'all, um, like I said, I didn't look at no engines or anything. And this is what I like to do. So when I look at endgame puzzles, right, I like to put it on my engine, right? I'll put it on my engine, or not my engine, my board analysis. I have a board analysis. I'll set up the board, clear it out, and I'll put it exact position what the puzzle is doing, right? So when I do it, I'll say play against a computer, right? Or I want to play against a computer in this position. And I try to find the best move that way. And that's what I did. So when I did it and everything, it was white to move. Um, I played King G3. Now my engine decide. I guess the engine actually saw my threat. So what my engine did was play Bishop F6, cause the engine knew that he's about to be mated, and all I could do was go Rook captures F6, and then my computer goes Rook G5 and everything. So I go what did I go? Um I believe I went H3 first. This is what I did. I went H3. He took and I took, and then he went G5. But then once I went to Rook A6, I was already threatening the check. So for instance, if he did something like, I don't know, maybe H5 or whatever, I had this threat F4, which is checkmate. So I had that threat. So he saw that. So the computer actually decided after Rook A6, he decided to go where he go? I think he just went Rook G6 or whatever, and he just allowed me to go Rook capture G6. After this, um I did like something like Rook G3, he goes here, and then I just went Bishop G6. So he just like kind of, I guess he knew the threat was so strong or whatever. And honestly, this end game I remember. I think I remember this end game though. I mean I don't remember this end game per se, but I remember who played this end. I think this end game was with Magnus Carlsen versus Sharov, I believe. Magnus was white, and I believe Sharov was black. I'm not sure what year this was, but I think this was a chess game puzzle with Magnus Carlsen versus Sharab, and Magnus Carlsen won this game using this King G3. But yeah, y'all, I played this against a computer, and that's how it went. He pretty much gave up his piece or whatever because he knew he was about to get mated either way. So but yeah, that's what happened, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed these three endgame puzzles. Like I said, I'm gonna try to give y'all more puzzles. I'm gonna give y'all more puzzles and everything, so y'all can train your mind in the end game and everything. So, and which is personally what I'm personally studying more on is the end game, just to strengthen my end game as well. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like, please share, please comment. Let me know what y'all think, and also y'all don't forget to subscribe. All right, y'all. Peace.